Okay. Because this big back, whatever she called me, I got you, boo. And by me having you, before I went to custody for his son, I told Miles, I said, I don't want to take Cody from his only surviving parent. I had all the evidence in the world to take Cody. If I could do things again, would I? Probably so. But guess what? Them tables gonna turn. And what seems like something today is not gonna stay that way forever. I was given anonymously over 3,000 hours of recording after Tyree's death that will write her own fate. And it don't got nothing to do with Tyree. It's her lifestyle that she chose to live. You heard some of the recording, so I have no reason. I'm not making it up. I wouldn't have had a recording of her and her new boyfriend if that wasn't given to me. I wouldn't have a recording of her telling Cody, fuck ZZ. And you know, I had to look at this girl every time she brought Cody to me, knowing she teaching my grandson to say that about me. But God had a better plan, and he got a better plan for me. Fuck ZZ inspires me because it shows me how much I really mean to you. That you would teach your 2-year-old son, to be disrespectful to his blood. How would I get that? I wasn't with you. I wasn't in the car with y'all. And you know what you said in those cars. You know what you said in those homes. So you know what I got. And we're going to leave that there, and we're going to let that case take its own way for you and whoever else that's involved. Sometimes timing is everything. People write their own fate. What you thought you got away with today, you'll pay for it in another way, and it may not even be Tyree's murder. You cannot be out on the street, walking the streets, and living a foul life. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Because one thing you can't do, when it comes to mine, I'm going to do what's necessary.
Like she said, I'm Tyree's dad. I've been intaking a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff I've been preparing, looking over, watching things before they viewed, looking at a lot of scenarios. A lot of people here know me and know how I am. I'm a real laid-back type of parent, definitely. Never force my ill will on my kids to tell them what to do or what not to do, what to say or what not to say. I let them grow on their own. But I want to say this to everybody that's out there. Be careful who you let in your house. And that's how I am. Because you got to be real cautious who come in your home. Because the same people that eat at your table is the same people that are shit on your table. And I make myself clear. I don't have to stunt for nobody. Most of my good friends and my good people that know me and my family, that know how I am, I've always been about family. And my son carried the same traits. From the day his son was born to the day he was murdered, he had his son in his care. Nobody could tell him nothing different. He didn't leave his son for nothing. The same way I raised him. For me, and like I say, you know who you are. You can talk greasy as you want to greasy about me. You don't know nothing about me. So let me make that self clear. But let me also make sure you understand something clear. COVID started, for everybody that don't understand, March 16th of 2020. All right? March 16th of 2020. You couldn't do eyebrows, you couldn't do lashes, you couldn't paint no nails because you couldn't be around people. I kept a roof over top of your head. I kept food in your mouth. I kept you getting a car to make sure you drive. My son ensured that you had a car that you couldn't pay for. Anybody that had that type of mentality or mindset to take care and provide for you, then so-called, we have my grandson, which is my grandson. At the end of the day, he ain't want for nothing. You took him to deprive from him. And I still see where I could put some decent things in his lifestyle. Send him to school and pay for it, where he was learning his A's, B's, and C's. No public assistance here. He had it. You took from him because you figured that's a way to get back. But what you got back at is depriving your own child not to have a better life than you did. I'll make myself clear. You deprived him to have a better life than you did, and that's your own child. At the end of the day, what you did, that's between, like my wife said, you and God. But I want to put this out there because it's somebody that need to hear this. I said it before. Be careful who you let in your house. Because you can love people more than people love you. It's going on every day in, day out. People got alternative motives. And the only motive I can read in this whole story is you let somebody get up on somebody. And everybody, definitely young people, it was almost like the play. And y'all ran the play. But I want to clear another part of that statement up. Tyree ain't kicked no door in. Tyree ain't pried no door. He ain't come through the back door. He hit the code. We all got codes on doors. He hit the code on the door. Opened the door.
Just like she had to go to our house.
Pretty much.
But would never have to worry about walking in here getting laid out.
But think about this. If I'm going in to get somebody, not taking my shoes off to walk up some steps and open a closed door to not know what's behind the closed door. I'm basically going in there to get in the bed. That's what I'm doing. This could have went either way, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I don't call it honest truth. This could have went either way, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, if Tyree would have known who was in that house, he wouldn't have put himself in that situation. And he was in that situation because of his love of what he thought was genuine. And genuine wasn't nothing but a fraud, a fake, and a phony.
Materialistic.
Exactly what I got. I can tell you over the years, I sat back. These people can't tell you nothing about me because I ain't talked to them like that. And I said just like that. Over the years, I was a high and by guy. You know it. I was a high and by guy. But now I'm going to speak out because I'm going to say this. I got a daughter. No, am I going to disrespect? I got a daughter. God rest her soul, I had a sister. I got a wife and a mother. There's 4 women in my life.
And a niece.
And a niece.
And a granddaughter.
And a granddaughter. 2 granddaughters. All right? So I'm adding all that up, right? Here's my thing. And I go to say this, and those for the ones that's listening. You in a relationship and what your relationship is about between you and your relationship. Right? But when you figure that the relationship is over, you make sure that you understand that the relationship is over. Through this situation, made me really understand that the person that my son loved and thought he had that 100% trust, I don't use the word setup because I never said that, right? But you knew what was going on. You knew what was going on. You knew that when the person that provided for you, took care of you, you thought it was the thing to get up under his skin by running to the other, right? But here's the other part for you. Here, I took 100 pounds of shit to put it in took 100 pounds of shit to put it in a 10-pound bag. I had to go pick a man up to bring a man to my house. When I had a man that could come see me in his own vehicle. I don't make this stuff up. This stuff not made up. This is exactly what it is. But through love and respect, my man respected you. Nobody live like the Cosbys, and I'm going to say that 100 times. Nobody I know live like the Cosbys. Everybody got their issues. But one of the dangerous things you can ever mess with is inviting another man into another man's home. That's fine, point blank. Because I know Tyree, I knew Tyree pretty well. He wouldn't have did, if the shoe was on the other foot, it wouldn't have been the same thing. Because he had respect and decency. And he had some morals. But I had to get that off my chest. I say this about my grandson. Because at the end of the day, when my wife started this out, and like she told y'all, it came from a text message that was developed on Easter. I had already had my sayings back at Christmas. And on Christmas, I made a call to say, hey, you know, I like to say Merry Christmas to my grandson. And it was fuck you type situation. And hung the phone up. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I cut it off there for me.
You did.
I cut it off there for me. We went through the little court proceedings. I cut things off because here's my take on the situation. I can't go beyond whatever somebody want me to do, and that's fine. I have no issue with that. But what I can say, and I've had a few friends that been in that situation coming up, and I remember my past, what I can say is I feel sorry because my grandson has got the same blood, and this blood, that same blood that you laid with and had a baby with is my blood. It's a Richardson blood. And the son only got the same blood his daddy got. And I'm going to tell you this. Tyree Roy was a pistol coming up. And you going to have hell on your hands to deal with that young man by yourself. Mark my words.
So again, you know, we just wanted to take this opportunity. It's not to bash nobody. Like, we beyond that. Let them live in their whatever, their materialistic mindsets. Like, I go to work every day. My life is taken care of. Like, I don't need social media. And for all the people that say that we monetize off of this, check your facts. I ain't monetized $1. His account is not monetized at all. This is all for the story for my grandson. When you have your own money, you ain't got to find ways to make money. So maybe you should learn that. Get your own. But this is not monetized. Story has been told, not sold. Any blogger, any article, any news outlet that reached out to me, let me know what I asked you for. Or what you paid me in return outside of the story. Show them receipts, because you ain't got them. It's not for money. I don't do things for money. My son's life wasn't about money. I'll give up everything I got to see my child again. Everything. I would give up my last breath to give him breath. I absolutely would. When you born off of materialistic stuff, that's how you think. That's how your mindset is. That's not how we are over here. And so if you thought this was about money, you thought wrong. This is for Cody when he gets older to see what it really is. And when he does, I'm going to pray for you. Because like I said, at the end of the day, when he turned 18, 19, whatever age he is, Cody, we got your father chain for you. It won't get touched till we see you again. We got all his money that he put up. That's all yours. I don't need that. That's why I go to work every day. So I have a job. Take care of myself. I don't need none of that. All Tyree stuff that he had, we ain't seen. We got a few pieces. I don't know if it's being safe for the boy to get out. I don't know, but I wish you the best, because that materialistic stuff don't mean nothing to us. But what will mean, when Cody's old enough, he will get what his father had for him. He will be taken care of. Unfortunately now, it is what it is. To Cody, I love you. I love you like you were my own son. No, I don't want to be your mother, as it was accused. I want to be your grandmother. I have 4 other grandchildren. I wanted to do what my son would have done for you outside of the life that they portrayed that we did. We will always be here for you. You will always be our family. As long as you okay, we okay. And I'm okay with that. I can't allow someone to destroy, try, not destroy, because you'll never destroy. I'm bigger than that, baby. Way bigger than that. Try to destroy who I am, what we believe in. You'll never be able to accomplish that. Because I know who I am. I know what I say. I know what my beliefs are. I don't hide behind social media. And I'm damn sure not hiding behind nobody else. It won't happen. And when the day comes, you'll know just as well as everybody else. Because this isn't a game of revenge. God has his own vengeance. His own. That's bigger than me. What I would want to happen, God has a whole nother plan. And when you turn your life over, what you probably need to do, you'll learn that. It took me a while. And you're right. It's not a day that I don't cry. Absolutely. I absolutely do. It's not a day that I don't wake up sad. Yes, I absolutely do. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my son throughout the day. Multiple times. 2 years later. My days don't get better. And I don't expect them to. But what I'm not going to do is let his name die in vain. So, again, thank you for everybody, all your support. We've seen it. Everybody that's been watching, like, it's surprisingly, you can walk past me and I know you watching the story. It's okay to say, I'm praying for you. Like,
keep your head up.
Keep your head up. You don't have to, like, hide that you're watching it. It's supposed to be watched for a reason. So, you can say that. I also want to thank everybody that shared the story and continue to share the story. We are, Tyree's album is going to be released. He had 31 unreleased songs. It took me 2 years. I control everything that comes out of his portfolio. It took us 2 years to release. And when I tell you it's probably his best album, I keep saying every time I listen to it, he knew. He knew. And when you get to experience these 31 songs, you're going to say the same thing. Keep his legacy alive. People always say God doesn't make mistakes. I go to church. I'm a God-fearing person, but I think God made a mistake on this one. He took someone way too soon. If it was a car accident, I might could accept it a little bit better. If it was a freak accident, I might could accept it a little bit better. This is hard for me to accept. And I understand. We don't know our day, time, minute. But if I could have spoken to God, I would have rather I lived my life. I did everything I was supposed to do to allow someone else to just get a few more minutes, a few more seconds. It would have been worth it. He left his legacy. His album will be released on his birthday. We are grateful for all the love and all the support. Yes, each day is hard. Each day continues to be hard. This isn't made up. Like we don't have no makeup crew. We don't got no TV crew. This is real life. It's real life, raw emotions. And people need to learn that. His biopic will be coming out. I have to make sure every detail is right before we release it. And when I say every detail, I want the world to know who he was, the way he was, not how he was portrayed. So if it takes me 6 months to make sure every detail is given, it's going to take 6 months. His page, most days I wasn't even able to watch. Shit is gut-wrenching. I wasn't even able to watch his page most days. But I built up enough strength to allow the story to be told. And I'm glad it was told. I'm glad it will continue to be told. And hopefully it'll change the perception of someone else that might be going through something. Like, save yourself. Care about yourself first. Somebody that's for you for your money, they not with you. When we first got together 25 years ago, we've been married 25 years, been together 28 years. Did we have anything? I don't even remember. We was in high school. We grew together. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes he up. Like, that's how relationships work. It's never all in. Learn from that, y'all. Like, honestly, material stuff don't last forever. So, that's something you want to say?
No, I thank everybody for their time for watching tonight. And always remember, I done met a lot of people. I done helped a lot of people, and a lot of people that helped me. I'm all based about community, and I think that's what our family genuinely on. Tyree knows so many people because we knew so many people. And by knowing so many people, just lending a hand, helping out, just being a good, genuine person has taken us a long way. So I just want to make sure that's told.
Celebrate him. I know his brother's doing something for him. Like, celebrate him the way that he would celebrate. He turned 22. It's my favorite number. So we going all the way up. His gravesite is on Friday. Is going down. And we're going to continue to celebrate his life. Yeah, I'm going to cry. I'm going to be sad. But I'm okay. Trust me. I'm okay. Don't feel bad for me. Just save yourself. Continue to pray for his sisters. Continue to pray for his, our kids haven't been right. I'm not right, but I'm strong. Pray for them. Like, they are going through it. To lose a sibling is probably just as hard as losing a child. So we just want to make sure that
she got a little too drunk, and yes, she wanted to start a fight.
That mother punched me in my face before any of this happened.
She threw more stuff and then come on top of me.
I hope and pray to God that this ends up on YouTube.
She been believing the heck out of me.
I hope you choke on a donut, you. Y'all better hope and pray to God nothing happens to my baby girl while this is going on, because I'm going to sue every one of you.
Arkansas police respond to a quiet neighborhood after a couple's argument turns physical. But what begins as a simple domestic disturbance quickly spirals into something far more unsettling. As tensions simmer behind closed doors, a child becomes the quiet center of a full-blown nightmare that no one saw coming until it was far too late.
I was running down the road and he had me and he was dragging me down the road.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the evening of August 11, 2023, officers from the Jonesboro Police Department are dispatched after a 911 call from a 17-year-old boy reporting that his mother and her fiancé are in the middle of a heated argument that has turned physical.
What's going on? Who called?
Me.
What's happening?
She's going absolutely crazy.
Who?
My mother.
Okay. So what's got her all worked up?
I think she's tall,
Okay.
but I don't know. I come here and she's just acting crazy.
So you weren't here when...
I got a phone call
from who?
from him. He's down there staying away from her. She tried hitting him with a skillet, I guess, and he's trying to stay away from her.
Who's he?
That's her fiance, I would say.
Okay. Hold tight right here.
The officer approaches the man involved, later identified as 33-year-old James Mansfield, hoping to get more details about the family dispute.
What's going on?
She got a little too drunk,
Okay.
and I guess sorry.
No, you're fine.
So close. She got a little too drunk, and I guess she wanted to start a fight, and she threw something across the living room, blamed it on me. I said, no, you're lying. It's you threw it, and she threw more stuff and then come on top of me. She been believing the heck out of me. I said, look, dude, I swear to God, I didn't lay a hand on her.
What's her name?
Christy Cloquet.
Okay.
So we've had our few fights before. Cops have been called like a few times. Nothing really drastic has happened. But this time he showed up and she really lost it. So I don't know.
With one side of the story, the officer heads toward the house, where 35-year-old Christy Cloquet waits outside on the porch. What he doesn't yet realize is that this call will set in motion a chain of events far darker than anyone could imagine.
What's going on?
I don't know, really.
You don't know?
I'm gonna get past this broken glass back up. I'm a little bit drunk.
Okay.
Can't lie.
I gotcha. Are you able to tell me what happened today?
Can I sit down?
Huh?
Can I sit down?
I'll tell you what, real quick. Come here for a second. Hands behind your back.
Go ahead. Here. Can I put this down?
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't do anything bad.
Uh-huh. Well, he's got a pretty bad looking bite mark on his arm.
Oh.
Your fiance over there?
You got a bite mark on your arm? Where?
Down my arm, yes.
I didn't leave it. You know that better than anybody. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the type of person to just bite somebody.
The officer detains Christy for both their safety, noting her visible impairment and her own admission to being drunk.
Are you ready to tell me what happened then?
Yeah.
All right, what happened?
I'm not exactly sure from the very beginning of this morning, but I know he went to work. He came home early and he wanted beer. So he went and got his beer. He's not a bad guy. I'm not a bad person. I just don't know how to sell things the right way.
Okay. So he comes home from work early. He wants beer. You guys
He
start
wanted beer.
drinking. Did you get into an argument? No, I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Still overwhelmed, the officer helps Christy sit on the porch to calm down, unaware of just how volatile this relationship truly is.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying. I don't think you're calling him a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person. I just want to know what happened.
That's not what I'm trying to say. He's not. He's an amazing person. He's an amazing man.
Okay. So how'd we get to this point today?
He left this morning. Oh, and he went to see another female. He went to see a beautician who works next to him. And I didn't know it, but I didn't even get that any attention. I just asked him where he was. And he told me to go myself. It's gotten worse and worse and worse from there, little by little.
Okay. So that happened today?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so that's what you guys were arguing about?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm not crazy. I'm not suicidal. This bastard just acted like a idiot.
okay, so how do you explain the marks on his arm that he says that he has?
The bite mark, he did that to himself. Look at
That
it.
to himself?
Yeah, look at it. You can see his top two incisors on the right side of the bite.
Okay. Did he put any hands on you or anything?
I can't say that. I can't.
Because the thing is, if you're telling me that he's lying and he's lying knowing that you'll go to jail, why protect him?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. That makes no sense.
Despite the officer's words, Christy continues to avoid placing any blame on James, a decision that will soon have devastating consequences.
All right, Chris, you got any shoes inside that you need?
Somewhere in there.
All right, you want to explain to this officer where they might be so she could go grab them?
Am I going to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
Domestic battery third.
For what now?
Domestic battery third.
For
Throwing stuff at him and biting his arm.
what's the bail for that?
You'll have to see a judge first. Hang on. I'm not done.
Oh, no, I'm not doing anything bad.
Let's stay
I
away from the
promise.
glass. How about that?
Yeah.
Just
I'm
step
just
back.
going in to get socks.
Okay.
Okay. Do you care to tell me where your shoes are, Christine?
Yeah, they're in there somewhere. You'll have to have him show you.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to show her where some socks and shoes are for her? Anything else out of there you need, like a phone or a wallet, anything?
I have a phone in there, but I don't know where it's at.
I think she threw it on the ground.
Are you coming to get me?
I'll do what I can.
One officer follows James inside, where they get the first glimpse of the chaos that unfolded.
So I see that she threw stuff and broke glass. Was she throwing that stuff at you?
Oh no, the only thing that got thrown at me was whatever she threw from the kitchen to the living room. I don't even know what it was. Anything else you see in here, I was outside. I wasn't even in the house.
Inside, the signs of turmoil are clear. DVDs and other belongings are scattered across the floor, and holes mark the walls in multiple rooms, including the living room and bedroom, though it's unclear if any were made during this dispute. Lying on the floor is the frying pan James claimed Christy had chased him with earlier in the day.
I know, I don't want to see this.
How long did you say you've been together?
About 4 years and 5.
Because I've been over here 2 or 3 times, and I've never met you.
I think you were over here one of the last times.
With James's help, officers locate Christy's belongings and bring them to her outside.
Here, let's go have a seat. We'll get you out of the heat.
I don't care about the heat. I want that mask feel pressure.
Christy is escorted to a patrol vehicle and placed in the back seat, where her calm demeanor takes a sudden and unsettling shift.
This son of a is hilarious. Y'all are taking this like he's Joker. This is why women and children end up dead.
What state is your ID out of?
Because of like you.
Ma'am, what state is your ID out of?
Do what?
What state is...
Arkansas, duh. Can you not tell by how I talk?
Nope.
Well, it sucks for you. What sucks even more for you is that you're putting an abused woman in jail. I hope and pray to God that this ends up on YouTube, because you're going to go down the drain when it does.
Who?
You are going down the drain when this goes on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Y'all really don't care about nobody but yourselves. Please just go so I can get home to my daughter who is at home with him. My poor sweet girl.
Back at the house, James questions the officer about what's going to happen to Christy.
What do I need to do about getting her out?
Okay, so
She's not
saying she'll have to see a judge.
That's going to have to be after Monday, so I
She'll
can't
have
do
to be
anything.
Monday, so you can't do anything till then. But also, what the judge typically does automatically is issue a no contact order. So you'll have to talk to the prosecutor about dropping the no contact order if you feel comfortable with her coming back.
She's got a little too drunk. We've had this happen a few times. I mean, you've been here.
Yeah, but normally she's never been violent.
Well, she has. We just never really...
Every time I've been here, like, she's been loud, but I've always been able to talk her down.
Yeah, no, she's had a little too much this time. And she got called rather quick because I wouldn't go in no fight today.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. And I'll be honest, we've had a few... I've told officers before, we've had a few fights before. Nothing serious enough to really call anybody.
Okay.
But one of our fights, I ended up getting my tail end whooped by her son. Yeah. Fine, okay, I'll stand up, I'll take him out in public. Okay, fine. Yeah. This time, he's got fists like an 8-pound sledgehammer. Plus it's underage, so I'm not pressing charges. Yeah.
Inside the patrol car, Christy's outbursts continue, and the officer makes a decision that only seems to add fuel to her rage.
Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Oh, don't let me catch a lawsuit. Yeah, close that window, you piece of... It don't stop me from screaming through it. That punched me in my face before any of this happened. None of y'all give a... None of y'all give a... I am an abused martyr, and you close the window on me. I hope you choke on a donut, you...
As they grow nearer to the police station, Christy's behavior begins to take another drastic turn.
Look at me.